everyone, and welcome back to Speak Easy English for Lesson 3 in our grammar series. I'm Jennifer.
And I'm Tom. We are so happy you're continuing to learn with us. In our last lesson, we learned how to talk about what we are doing right now using the present continuous.
That's right. For example, right now, I am talking to all of you. But Tom, what do you do every morning? You aren't talking to our viewers every single...
That is true. Every morning I make a cup of coffee. It's my routine, my habit. I don't say I am making a cup of coffee every morning.
And that is the topic for today, the simple present tense. We use it to talk about routines, habits, and facts. And most importantly, we will finally solve the #1 point of confusion for English learners.
The big question. What is the difference between I do and I am doing?
Exactly. By the end of this video, you will understand this difference perfectly and will be able to speak about your daily life with much more confidence. Let's get started.
Okay, so let's start with the basics. The simple present is for actions that happen regularly or are always true. Think about your daily routine.
Forming it is very easy. For I, you, we, and they, you just use the verb in its simple base form. No changes.
For example, I work in an office. You speak English very well. We eat dinner at 7 p.m. They live in London.
See, it's simple. We also use it for facts, things that are generally true.
For example, the Earth goes around the sun, or water boils at 100 degrees Celsius.
It's the tense we use for things that are permanent or true for a long time.
Part 2. The most important rule, the third person S.
Now, we come to the most important rule of the simple present, and the place where most learners make a mistake. It's called the third person S.
This rule is only for when the subject is he, she, or it. When this happens, we must add an S to the end of the verb.
Let's see it in action. I work, but he works. You play, but she plays. They eat, but it eats.
This little s is so important. Forgetting it is one of the clearest signs that someone is a learner. So practicing this will make your English sound much more natural.
There are also some spelling and pronunciation rules for this S ending. For most verbs, we just add S, and it sounds like a S or Z. Works, sound. Plays, Z sound.
But if a verb ends in S, SH, CH, or X, we add ES, and it makes an IS sound. For example, I watch, she watches. I wash, he washes. I miss, she misses.
And if a verb ends in a consonant followed by Y, we change the Y to I and add ES. I study, he studies. I cry, the baby cries.
This might seem like a lot, but the main thing to remember is, for he, she, or it, you need that S sound at the end of the verb. Part 3. The golden comparison. Simple present versus present continuous.
Okay, now for the main event, the question everyone asks. What is the difference between I work and I am working?
Let's make it very clear. Simple present is for habits and facts, permanent. Present continuous is for actions happening now, temporary.
Let's show some side-by-side examples. Tom, what do you do for a living?
I work as a teacher. This is my job. A permanent fact, simple present.
But if I call you right now and ask what you're doing, you might say,
I can't talk, I am working. This is the action I am doing right now, present continuous.
Let's try another one. I'll say a sentence and you explain the meaning. She speaks French.
That means she knows how to speak French. It's a skill she has, a fact, simple present.
Perfect. Now this sentence. Be quiet, she is speaking French.
That means she is speaking French right now, at this moment. It's a temporary action, present continuous.
Let's do a few more quick comparisons. It rains a lot in winter. A general fact. Take an umbrella, it is raining outside. Happening now.
He plays the piano. It's his hobby. Listen. He is playing the piano. Happening now.
Understanding this difference is one of the biggest steps you can take to sound more like a native speaker. Remember, permanent fact versus happening now.
Part 4, making negative sentences. Now let's talk about negatives. In the simple present, we need helper words to say no. These words are do not and does not.
And of course, in spoken English, we use the contractions don't and doesn't.
We use don't for I, you, we, and they. I don't like coffee. They don't live here.
And we use doesn't for he, she, and it. And this is very important. When you use doesn't, the S from the main verb disappears. The does part already has the S. Let's practice. She likes tea. She doesn't like tea. He plays football. He doesn't play football. It works. It doesn't work.
The rule is simple. Don't or doesn't plus the simple base form of the verb. Part 5, asking questions.
Asking questions follows a very similar pattern. We use the helper words do and does at the beginning of the sentence.
We use do for I, you, we, and they. Do you speak English? Do they live in this city?
And we use does for he, she, and it. And just like with negatives, the main verb goes back to its simple form, no S.
Correct. Don't ask, does he works here? The correct question is, does he work here?
To answer these questions, you can say, do you like pizza? Yes, I do. Or no, I don't. Does she live here? Yes, she does. Or no, she doesn't.
And of course, you can add question words like what, where, when, and why at the very beginning. Where do you live? What time does the movie start? Why does he always look so tired?
Part 6. Adverbs of frequency. Because the simple present is about habits, we often use it with words that describe how often we do something. These are called adverbs of frequency.
Words like always, usually, often, sometimes, rarely, and never.
The most common place to put these words is before the main verb. I always drink coffee in the morning. She usually walks to work. They sometimes watch TV after dinner. He never eats breakfast.
Using these adverbs will make your sentences much more detailed and natural. Part 7. Interactive quiz.
Okay, it's time for a quiz to see what you've learned. I will give you a sentence, and you have to choose the correct form.
Ready? Let's go. Number 1. She work in a hospital.
The answer is works. Because it's she, we need the S. She works in a hospital.
Good job. Number 2. Please be quiet. I study for my exam.
The answer is am studying. It's happening right now. Present continuous.
Excellent comparison. Number 3. He not like cold weather.
The answer is doesn't like. He doesn't like cold weather.
Great. Last one. A question. You speak Spanish?
The answer is do you speak? Do you speak Spanish?
Amazing work. This was a difficult quiz, so you should be proud of yourself.
Conclusion and homework. We have covered so much today. The simple present for habits and facts, the all-important third-person S, and the huge difference between I do and I am doing.
The key takeaway is simple present is for what you do always or usually. Present continuous is for what you are doing now.
And now for your homework. We want you to practice in the comments below. Please write 2 sentences for us.
Sentence 1. Tell us something you do every day. Sentence 2. Tell us what you are doing right now.
For example, I drink tea every day. Right now, I am feeling very happy. We can't wait to read your answers.
Thank you so much for joining us for this deep dive into English grammar. If this lesson was helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Speakeasy English so you don't miss Lesson 4.
Your support is amazing. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next lesson.
Goodbye for now.
Bye bye.